Tony D here with Mega Micro Review session of the Batman flavor, I might add. Batman Deadpool. I will say this version I liked way better than the first offering. And I guess it's kind of, I really resonated with this right here. You got the, Eternity. I can't remember the other one. God, it's so crazy. These whole universal, the Big Bang Bang singularities. But yeah, I know one's Eternity, but you get that hookup at the beginning, man. A little sexy time with him too, I suppose. But we get into, to start off the story, Batman is confronting someone who has possibly, they've done wrong. They lost their one of their loved ones. And you start off with that. Love the cape work. That's good stuff. You run into Deadpool. The humor is so thick. It's just, it loses its appeal. When Deadpool first came out, it was just every now and then he would do the mouthy stuff, the funny stuff, but like when every single thing is like trying to be comedic, it kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of in that point where, I don't know, it's too much. I will say this offering was it was a good balance of that. You get to a point where the two of them run into each other, and Batman, he makes the thing, man. Slade Wilson, he does. This is what was great about this one, was the reference to Deathstroke. I thought that was really cool, man. I love the shout out. If you don't know the history, the name Wade Wilson has some origins with Slade Wilson, who is Deathstroke. Batman is, they kind of have a little tangle there, but it's just, Batman's really feeling his way around, like what is going on, and he pretty much figures out that he is in a mindscape, and it's Cassandra, like she's got her fingers in their heads. Now, here's my question: did this come from the movies, the fingers in the head, or has she done this before in the comics? I don't know. So this, if it came strictly from the movies, I'll give them this, right? This is cool. Okay, incorporate it. It was really weird in the movie. The movie I'm talking about is Deadpool Wolverine. So there you go. But Batman figures it out. Batman, being the one hero with the willpower off the charts, is fighting back. And here's another call out that I totally love. Now you see where this story is the winner, man. Out of both issues, this one wins for sure. You have Darkclaw, who was in the 90s. They did an amalgamation of a lot of the Marvel and DC characters, and Darkclaw was Wolverine and Batman. And I thought it was cool. Makes me wonder if Darkclaw comics are going to go up in price. I have one in the collection somewhere. But me personally, I liked those things. Batman mentioned something about somebody that doesn't do what they're supposed to do, and he talks about having a partner who never does what he's told, being Damian. Totally love Damian as a Robin. So they get out of it, man. And then they run into, this is so weird, I may need some feedback. They run into this cosmic keyboard, the cosmic keyboard, rumored to rewrite reality. And what's funny is, like, the person that has it is actually typing that in as he's talking. So you see the very weirdness of it. It's really, really strange. So this ties into the first person. That was Sportsmaster at the very beginning, who had lost his fiance that was caught in the crossfire. When he became knowledgeable, he came into contact with some knowledge that was valuable to some ruthless people, as they have written here. So, Cassandra, comes up right behind him and does the fingering in the brain action. And so what Batman's trying to do, he's trying to rewrite Sportsmaster's outcome of that incident where he can have his fiance back. You know, Batman, he's a cool dude, man. But for me, I'm making a note right here. I'll probably get another cover A copy because you have this action. I mean, it keeps getting better, right? Bam, more. You get Deadpool Batman, Dead Bat. That's stinking awesome, dude. Would love to see a series on that. But yeah, they killed it with that story. And then you get to this I don't even think this was necessary, but, you know, it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know. I guess if you're going to go weird, go all out, right? But, yeah, Sportsmaster gets his wife back. So, good ending. So, Batman number 3, totally digging this series. Of course, Jimenez, I believe, doing the art. Yeah. Matt Fraction doing the writing. These two have a great ability. Love that shot. They'll go into whenever he's using his technology. They'll have like a little caption of, you know, the name of it and maybe a brief what it does. That is such a great touch for this book because Batman is known for all his wonderful toys. Love this shot. I would love to have that as a poster. Yeah, simplicity is the essence of all beautiful design. So we got Vandal Savage. He is a complete and utter jerk, man. Yeah, he's well, when you say villain, that's what he is. He matches the nastiness of that word. It's his agenda to villainize Batman and Robin, all vigilantes, meta or not. And it's kind of funny. You got old Hugo Strange giving his opinion on a TV show, the psychology behind it. And a lot of this issue, they're dealing with some aftermath. I believe Tim Drake got shot. He was wounded. Batman got him on track, but yeah, he's very distracted with what's going on. Look at that, man. Damian gave him a bat nut shot. Hey, man, anything goes. It's protect yourself at all times. Yes, sir. So you got, and this is kind of funny here too. Harvey Dent has his little bat signal as like a toy with lights in a window. Well, think about it. You got Vandal Savage doing all this stuff and you need to go in the stealth mode, man. A little low key. You can't have a big light shining. So there you go. So really that's, love the cape shot. That's kind of what you're dealing with. Now, is this the first appearance of this stealth suit? And this is what I mean. You see the stealth suit, and then they give you a little light bending, noise dampening, titanium graphene weave. So it's probably bulletproof. But that's cool, man. Make it just like that. Like, I'll probably Google that and see what that means. These writers are smart, man. So this Batman trifecta read, I'm getting into all kinds of new stuff, which, man, I love it. Modern books are, that's where it's at right now. He can't quit spitting out riddles. So he's not under his own control. He basically drugged, and these are the effects of this drug. Yeah, and here's another one, Set Attacks. Fast-acting sedative, antipsychotic. So I like that detail. Attention to detail is very important. And also, smart me up, man, if you're in the know, but is this AI generated, or is Batman like imagining he's seeing the spirit of Alfred Pennyworth? I think it's a hologram. Batman Hush, the last one. I've said it on the channel. I can't stand delays. It totally affected me with this book and this read, this rhythm. Of course, I don't have to go back and reread, but there are some details you kind of get fuzzy on. So right now, it was a good read. Don't get me wrong. It's just a delay, but Batman is fighting the Bat family. So Hush has manipulated everyone into going against Batman. It's kind of like having a bunch of kids of your own and then all of them like ganging up on you. Love the shot. Of course, the tragedy with Barbara Gordon. He's kind of rehashing those memories. Dick Grayson, what a beautiful shot there. That is, I would love to have this as a poster too. I'm gonna make a note of that. I would love to have this with the red. Red, black, and white, for me, is always very powerful. It's like a design thing. But yeah, I mean, really, this whole issue is just battling everyone that should be an ally, and then Catwoman joins the fray. And I was kind of wondering, does this, the Knights there, if there's, I bet there is. Jeph Loeb, smart. I bet there's a significance of that. See, that's what happened. This delay, like when this first started out, I did a review of the first issue and I was like really in depth. I was looking at anything that could be a clue and it's like, it's gone. It just totally went away. But man, I'm going to keep it positive, dude. This is still a great read. Jeph Loeb writes a fantastic story with puzzling and letting you, the reader, help out with your mind. He gives your mind something to chew on. They have an interaction and kind of feeling it out like, what is going on? Because Hush is manipulating. And this is crazy. He gets bataranged and it's so funny, like not funny, but dramatic where she's like Robin and he's like Damian. That reminds me of the series Batman versus Damian or Damian versus Batman. That was a nice little read. Check it out. It wasn't that long ago that was out, maybe 2023, 2022. What a great shot. Yeah, so as this is happening, he is mentally thinking about Robin, like he is Robin. He fights the Riddler and he's extraordinarily strong for some reason. And then he finds out he has an exoskeleton. And it's that dance where he's giving riddles and Batman's answering. Now, here's the thing with Jeph Loeb. There may be some kind of significance of these riddles that plays into the mystery that he weaves so well. So we get into, yeah, Hush is trying to finish the job. And so the Bat family, they come together. You get a couple of batarangs in your arm, you get the nightstick, it'll get your attention. And then Jason Todd comes into the fray, which this is a very important part of this. And also the series being canceled from all that, the tragedy. And you guys know the story. I ain't got to rehash it, but it really sucks that got canceled because it really played into, okay, what happens after this? However, that being said, maybe it was a good thing it got canceled. Not for the people, but for the story-wise, like, we're just not ready for that yet. Yeah, I don't want anyone to lose their job or lose something like that, but it happened. So Jason is still in that mind frame of like, he should, take out the Joker. Like, story's getting kind of old. It's kind of, all right, change the record. So Batman actually, he coordinates saving or protecting really his kids from the explosives that are being set off. And there you go, man. What a great ending. And yeah, this sets it up, right? Like you have to have that next issue right here. So Jeph Loeb is fantastic at that. One of the masters. So yeah, man, I mean, I can sit here all day and cry about delays, but man, we got it, right? We got it in our hands. Also, if you're buying the giant size ones, check out my video on how to bag and board. That's working extremely well for me, and I'm glad I figured that out for me, man. It may not be for you, but it's a start, right? But yeah, I'll put a link in there for that too. Might help somebody out. I sleep better knowing that they're bagged and boarded like that. But hey, man, get that bat on.